Hey, what's up, guys? My second video of the same day. I still got the same bland ass, gray ass sweatshirt. So I'm ready. I'm ready, baby, for part two. So in this rant, I want to talk about the fact, I don't know if this is a trend or whatever, but like everyone's saying that they're introverts now. Dude, I feel like everyone just like looked at my life and it's like, bro, let's just copy this dumbass motherfucker. But like, it's so weird how I grew up like liking video games and then anime and like technology and computer science, and literally it's the popular thing to be that archetype now. I don't know if I was just a product of like just my generation or Gen Z, but it's just so weird how in my generation there's so many people like me. It's just fucking crazy. I want to talk about how a lot of people now claim to be introverts or extroverts and really don't have any idea of what those terms actually mean. And it's kind of weird how everyone's like, "Oh, I'm such an introvert. I'm such an extrovert. I blah 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 blah. I'm so antisocial. I'm so shy." But once you get to know me, it's like all the fucking tropes. Like, just like I don't know if people just say it to be like quirky and relatable, but like I think maybe 20 to 25% of the population is introverts. At least the last statistic that I saw, maybe like 6, 7 years ago. Maybe it's way more now, but like the amount of people that are just like, "Oh, I'm such an introvert. Hee hee. I'm such a fucking antisocial motherfucker. You guys like going like staying inside for? I'd rather like stay inside for pizza than hang out with my friends. Or I'd rather actually clubbing is lame. Like going to parties is lame. I'd rather just a fun time to me is just like a good book. It's like I don't know how many people of this are like LARPing as like introverts because like a trendy thing, or genuinely don't know what the fuck introversion is. Like, bro, here's the objective reality. Extroversion and introversion, or sometimes ambiverts, which is like a combination of both. All it literally means is that for an extrovert, they get their energy being around people. Like they like socializing and going out and partying and shit, and they feel the most alive when they're doing that, regardless of not of like social, like if you're hanging out with friends or anything like that. Introverts hanging out with people out of the house is like very exhausting mentally, and after an hour or two you're just like I just want to kind of chill. It's overstimulation, and I just want to go home and just like relax. Introvert does not necessarily mean you're like super fucking antisocial and have social anxiety and are afraid of the world. That is not what introvert means. Like the people that say that, you're not an introvert, bro. At least not one completely. You're not an introvert. You're just like very antisocial, or you lack the understanding of social cues, or you just like generally hate people. But that's not how it is. You can be an extrovert and have social anxiety. You can be an extrovert and like fucking so not you just don't like social situations. It's uncomfortable, but it's like a contradiction in a way. You don't have to be a super social like legend. Like you don't have to be like Hugh Hefner to be an extrovert. Like what I mean is if you're an introvert, you don't have to be like really antisocial. You're not all of a sudden an extrovert because you have good social skills. Like introvert just means you go home and you like chilling. You don't want to go out and party every weekend. You don't want to do XYZ. You'll hang out with friends, you'll go out to events with friends or socialize with all your friends, but it's not necessarily an introvert thing to be like an antisocial fucking closeted person that never talks to anyone ever, and you're like afraid of all social interaction, you're afraid of all judgment. It's just like a antisocial thing. Which I mean, it's fine if you're cool being antisocial. That's like who the fuck am I to judge you or whatever. But like people always say that introverts is just straight antisocial and oh I'm so quirky, and they like technology and they like video games, and that's not what being an introvert means. And I wish people would stop saying that because I think people misuse terms a lot Like a lot of people call people like Nazi or like racist or whatever the fuck when they don't actually know the definition of those words or how it actually applies in context of society. Like an extroverted person, I consider myself like a heavy introvert just because of my neurodivergency by definition. It's like I get very overstimulated by large crowds and large things. I don't like those environments, and I don't get energy from doing a whole bunch of like partying and shit like by myself. But if I'm with people that I really enjoy hanging out, like I would much rather hang out and like do fun shit outside the house where we're like bonding and connecting versus chilling in my room doing bullshit like either playing video games or just talking with friends. I don't know, maybe I'm like a weird introvert, but like I never really found the appeal when I was younger. I would hang out with friends and we'd play video games and shit, but we'd also go out. We wouldn't just like stay in our rooms all day. We would go out either when I was on the basketball team, we'd shoot hoop. We'd go out to like convenience stores. We'd go out to social events, parties, and shit like that. Like we were never like, oh, we're only gonna stay inside ever, and that's like the most fun thing. Like, I disagree with that. I don't think it's people that say like, oh, I'd rather stay inside with a good book, or I'd rather stay inside and play a board game. It's like, I think when tested, almost every human being would rather do a really cool event with like lots of people that they like 9 times out of 10 versus staying inside and reading a book or playing video games and shit. Like, I just don't think I think that's more of like a trendy, relatable thing. I think genuinely people would enjoy their lives more and we wouldn't have as much depression if instead of staying inside, we all were given like a group of people that you liked and hung out outside of the house with and did cool events that were meaningful memories for your lives. Like genuinely. An example of this is I recently went on something called Birthright Israel, which is if you're a Jewish person, you get a free trip to Israel as long as you're not over the age of like I think it's 26 or whatever. But literally that me as an introverted like fucking loser that just stays home most of the day, besides like going to the gym and doing other shit. I thought that was like some core key memories. Like that was so much fun. Like I enjoyed the birthright shit more than any stuff in the last like 5 years of me just being on my ass in my room, or just like parties that I would go to in 2020 were like so much more fun than just like I mean don't get me wrong, it is fun to just like laze around and like watch a TV show or read a manga or a book or watch YouTube. I mean, that's fun, but you're doing that if you're the average person, you're doing that most days anyways. That's nothing special. Like, I think human beings are their most happy when they're creating memories and when they have distinctions. They do events that are just kind of set them apart that they don't do every day. I don't think bed rotting and like watching YouTube shorts is that we're like, oh my God, I'm gonna look back on this and like it's so fucking cool. It's like, no, dude, that shit is loser shit. Like genuinely, I do loser shit most of the time. And I'm just now getting back in my routine of just going out and doing fun shit. But anyway, I've rambled long enough. Being an introvert does not mean you have to be an antisocial fucking loser that just like stays in their house all day and it's just like doesn't have that many friends or doesn't like you don't have to be that if you don't want to be that. Like just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you can't have fun hanging out with people. Like if meeting people, meeting a significant other, whatever it may be, it's much more preferable. And I think 9 out of 10 people would be happier doing that than staying home, bed rotting, watching YouTube shorts. People don't even read that much anymore. Like Gen Z literacy rate is really shitty. So I don't know. A lot of people like LARP is like, oh, I'm staying home and reading a good book. Like, no, the fuck you're not. You're staying home and you're watching YouTube or you're watching YouTube shorts or TikTok or some short attention span looking like bro, you're not really doing shit. So anyway, moral of the story is get out of the fucking house, touch grass, go to a restaurant, go to a gaming thing, go to a convention, go to a social event, networking meetup, fucking anything, at least once a week. Or if you're just starting it once a month, that's a good benchmark. I think going to a social thing once a month to start and just like saying what's up, saying, "Hey, how you doing? It's your first time here? Uh, oh, I really liked blah blah blah." Compliment them and stuff, like just basic social shit. Even though if someone else like neurodivergent or autistic as my dumbass can do this simple shit, like guys that are way more social and way more gifted than me can do it as well. So, moral of the story: get off your ass. Stop sitting around watching YouTube shorts. I'm telling this to myself too, because I do this dumb shit. So I'm not just saying this personally to people. Get off your ass. Do social shit. Have a better life. Thank me later. Have a good one.